All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. It helps out the YouTube algorithm, and it lets me know that you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. Now, I want you guys to be aware that right after this whole entire analysis on the S&P 500 index and what's going on with stocks, we are going to discuss yesterday's opportunity as well. So I'm going to briefly touch base on today's home run. We're going to talk about yesterday's home run and a ticker symbol you won't want to miss that you definitely want to add to your watch list. So if you didn't get a chance to catch it yesterday, I definitely recommend hearing it out today, because this stock either pulled a little bit lower or it's sitting sideways. The one you want to add to your watch list, and that's right after we talk about yesterday's home run. But right now, let's talk about today's home run. I want you guys to see this. And I talked about this when it was close to 270. It's kind of funny. It's sitting there again. It pulled down and it's sitting there at this point. That's when I talked about it this morning. Pulled back to 264. Ran a little bit. Pulled down again to 262. And took off to a high here of 313. So we can see here, right? When I mentioned it this morning at 8:34. Stated good morning to everyone. And here we have it, OBLN. It had ran this morning. It's pulled back, sitting at 270. If volume picks up, this one may have another jump, but make sure it is inflow volume picking up. So here we have it. When I mentioned it, pulled back a little bit, pulled up, pulled back, right? As the bell started, it looked like it was looking weak, and investors took a shot at it, and one of them actually made $1,000. But the whole point of the matter is getting better at executing, right? Entry points and exit points. You want to enter low, you want to exit high, right? And you want to start watching at a nice point of reference. Sometimes I catch them up here, sometimes I catch them at the bottom. But as soon as we start watching these in the pre-market, we're looking for the opportunity when the market opens. Either it's going to collapse or it's going to run. So this was today's opportunity. The entry point was clear right here, or even when I mentioned it, if you want to go ahead and call it that point. And once it hit its high, it gave 20% plus, right? So you could have made anywhere from 10 all the way upwards to 20% plus on the day. So if this is something that interests you, you can join us, me and the other members, at the Discord. The link is down below, or you can check it out here on Twitter, right? You can just click here on the Patreon link or right here at the Discord link, and you will be redirected. Tiers are filling up pretty quickly, and I'm soon going to incorporate, either a month from now or two, options. But I want investors to first get the hang of trading stocks before we get into options. But right now, the weekly watch list and the daily watch list, I mean, we've been doing phenomenal. I mean, this is another one from yesterday, right? We went ahead and killed it with AMBO, and this ran, right? Many different entry points and exit points, giving us 30% plus on the day. And I mentioned it back here. So like I said, if this interests you, you can join us. The link is down below. So what's going on with the S&P 500 index, okay? I know a lot of people are a little bit worried. Like, what's going on, right? And let me erase this now. This is from a different video of me talking about now is just important as tomorrow, but that's not for this video. So we were looking for signs of weakness, right? We were getting to a peak. I made a video this weekend that we could probably hit 4,200 plus, and then we're going to pull back. If not, the pullback is coming, and we need to look for signs. The signs have started. Now, this has been pretty steep here, so we want to see if this could continue significantly lower or consolidate and bring itself back up, leading to a real confusion, because now we're going back up to newer highs, and then the pullback's going to be even harder, right? But if not, right now we have just started the correction and slight crash that we might be going into, and a lot of people are saying that this could last anywhere from 3 months to the next 6 months, right? So like the first month or the first 2 months, we're going to kind of be pulling back until it finally hits a bottom, right? And it spikes back up, and then it's kind of just going to sit sideways, slightly going up and then back down, slightly going up and then back down, and then all of a sudden we are in this sideways movement for 3 to 6 months. That's what some people are saying it could be, okay? Now, a lot of investors are like, why are the stocks falling so hard? Well, The S&P 500 is collapsing because a rotation already is almost over, right? This was all the anticipatory run of reopening plays, number one. Number two, right? A lot of these innovative tech stocks are being pounded down to the ground, right? The VIX is going up, okay? This has been actually, the VIX has not been shorted. If anything, it's been actually calls on it, not shorting it. And the SPY has been shorted heavily since way back here, okay? Since way back here, I started noticing that there's some high volume, right, in puts for the SPY, right? Not the S&P, but the SPY, which indirectly correlates and correctly correlates to this, right? Directly correlates. And we hit a high of literally 41.89, 41.90 almost, right? And from that point forward, we've been falling down. So it's been shorted heavy since these points. And I want you guys to be aware of the fact that it might end up back around this area if this is actually going to continue correcting or quote unquote crashing. So we need to watch it very, very closely. Tech stocks are being destroyed by the hedge funds right now. They're shorting them more than ever because they know the sentiment. And you need to think of it this way. If you like the stock before the levels it's at now, you need to think about the fact of, okay, I like the stock before now. Now, how much do I like it at this point? And if you still like it or you believe in it, you don't want to give your shares away. They can be stolen from you. You got to think of it like that. You're going to get stolen from at a share price that is a steal if you don't hold in the stocks you like. But you need to make sure it's the stocks you like. So guys, you need to have a mentality not of diamond hands, but of being sure of what stocks you're in. And if you're not sure what stocks you're in right now, and in the next 3 to 6 months, you are going to go through a turbulent ride, not knowing where anything is going or where anything is heading, guys. So you need to be aware and firm on your stance on when you pick the stock at this high here. Let's just say, for example, a 41.88, and now it's down at 41.25. Just an example. Forget about that. This is the S&P 500 and the price. Just think of it as numbers numerically. If you got it up here and you're about to sell here, then you never even believed in it up here. You need to believe in it here, here, and here so that you can write it back up for the long term. You got to think about the long term. Now, I wouldn't tell you to go rush and take advantage of the dip, right? Quote unquote dips, because the dips can continue, and that's where it's going to lead to more confusion to investors. There's a big transition going on all over the place in the market. And then number two, those transitional plays of the reopening are actually starting to fall now. They hit a peak and the S&P needed to cool off. It was bound to happen. And number three, these high-tech growth stocks, right, of very high multiple PE ratios are actually in the stance of not being profitable and being destroyed. But once things level off, and also inflation starts to calm down, because also this is the anticipation of inflation coming around the corner. And then there's so much other things coming, right? Like the Federal Reserve meetings that are bound to come and all that good stuff, leading to the point of this pullback, as well as earnings of companies. So this week was going to let us know how important earnings of the companies that are reporting were going to be and how strong. And if we started like this, yeah, we're ready for a ride. Coming the next weeks and even months, guys. So you need to be aware of this. You want to be prepared and you want to look for the opportunities, but make sure that the opportunities you're taking are stocks you've researched, you understand, and you know. As always, guys, if you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell to not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community and smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. It helps out the YouTube channel to let me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into these videos. And guys, let's look at the home runs that were hit yesterday and a stock you definitely want to add to your watch list right after. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's talk about the home run of the day, okay? And I talked about AMBO. It's another stock picking up volume, and it got a lot of news with Amazon partnership. And I was talking about how these penny stocks were bumping today because not only was AMBO running because of Amazon, but also CLNE had jumped because of that. Now, it's currently sitting at 246, needs more volume. And as I was typing, it was slightly passing the 1 million in volume, which is what we like to look for. And that doesn't always guarantee anything, but it was a start, right? That was getting us to understand what's up. So we caught this one at 236, okay? So this dipped after a run, it dipped and it pulled back, right? Right here to lows of 242. So we caught this way back here, okay? Back at this moment. So we caught it at the best dip and we rode it. And right there in just a matter of minutes, it gave us more than enough. Like in the pre-market. I'm not even kidding. Right there from that point forward, there was a big opportunity. And it pulled back into the opening of the market close to 237. And it took off to 289, right? That's all we look for. 10 to 20%. This stock gave us more than 10% on that jump. And at the high of the day, it gave us beyond our expectations, okay? Way past 20%. And here are some results of one of the investors. And this is where we post our profits. And I'm going to zoom these in just a moment. And this was the day trades of AMBO, thanks to Invest for Tomorrow. So to that investor, thank you for pointing that out, giving credit where it's due. But I'm going to give credit to you because you hit a home run today, and that is what we're looking for. That's what I want everyone to do with these positions. So this person went ahead and bought at $3,300 and sold at $3,600. $300 right there. Bought back in at $3,500 and sold at $4,000. So that right there was a total amount just between those two of almost $800, okay? And then we have another one here that gave another $300. This was $1,000 in one day in a matter of an hour or two at $1,200 and sold at $1,500. Now, am I guaranteeing these results every single time? No. But what we look for is 10 to 20% to maximize profits, minimize losses. And if this is something that interests you, you can join us over at the Patreon and the Discord. The links are down below, and we look forward to have you join us. The slots are filling up quickly, guys. I do want you guys to be aware of that. We're on our way to 100 members, and I look forward to you guys joining us. And I have a series to equip you guys and prepare you guys to become better traders at maximizing profits, minimizing losses, and we're out here making money while the market is red. So what's the stock I want you guys to add to your watch list? So this stock has been beaten down really hard, okay? When I first talked about it, I stated that this could fall closer to $15. And if it did, it was going to present itself as an opportunity, okay? I went ahead and talked about that almost a week ago. I mentioned it again. And for the last 2-3 weeks, I've talked about this one. And this is way below where I mentioned. And Kathy Wood loads up on this one. There's a lot of institutional ownership going up. And this stock will be one of those that's set to explode in the long term. So SKLZ, I definitely recommend doing your research, doing your due diligence. And when you're playing this one, you got to know you're investing in the future, right? This is a new technology that's going to roll out to be more enhanced. So it's basically bringing the past to the present and turning it into the future, because there's going to be like betting on there and stuff, playing games that we know since our Nokia phones and since way back when we used to not even have touchscreen phones, like regular phones, playing bowling, solitaire, things that you would play on the computer. And they're looking to expand. So this is a stock to do your research and understand as much as you can at these levels, because the opportunities are endless. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get your returns right away, but this could possibly be a swing trade for the next several months, or it could be a long-term play for the next year or two as this company grows. I mean, the company does have to grow. They have some work to do. But like I said, you're investing in the future when you invest in skills, SKLZ. This is definitely a stock you want to add to your watch list. If you want to see the full weekly watch list that I just posted this weekend, join us. The links are down below. I look forward to have you guys join us. We have an incredible group of smart and intelligent investors over at the Patreon and Discord, and you are able to become part of that as well. We look forward to have you join us. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.